Alright, in our first video you saw 12 different exercises for the upper body. Now what we're going to do is some basic exercises for the legs and the core, which is the abdominals, lower back exercises. So we're going to start with the basic and the most effective exercise for fat loss, and that is the squat. Now there's several different variations we can do with this, and she's going to turn sideways so you can see the depth of where she's going. But make sure you place all your weight on your heels. Your feet are just slightly outside of shoulder width, and when you drop down, your hips should go slightly below your knees. If you're not strong enough to do this, go as low as you can. Alright, now another variation was she's going to set the jugs down. You're going to grab them by the handles, okay? And now what she's going to do is squat without the jugs up on her back, and she's going to go as low as she possibly can with that. Now notice she doesn't go as low, so it keeps you from going lower, which is great for some of you. Trust me, you'll still get a good workout. Alright, now what she's going to do is spread her feet shoulder to way outside shoulder width and set one of the jugs down. Separate it by grabbing each end of the towel. And as she squats, she's going to bring that water jug up level to her shoulders. Now the reason we're doing that is, number one, it helps your balance when you sit back in a squat. Number two, it's making you use your abdominal muscles to strengthen your core. And number three, it's working your shoulders really well. All right, thank you, Amanda, for that. Next, she's going to show you the deadlift. And what I wanted to do with the deadlift is basically leave the towels alone. You don't have to take the towels off the jugs, but basically you're going to grab the handles, and instead of bending over, she's going to squat down as best she can to put her hands on the handles and stand back up. You don't bend the arms at all. Set them back down, and the best thing to do is don't set the water containers out in front of your body. Set them right underneath you, and when you reach down, they're right there. And what I actually want her to do is stand up without them, reach down, grab them, pick them up. That is a deadlift. And what I would prefer you do each time is let it go, stand back up, reach back down and grab them. So every other deadlift, you're grabbing the containers, okay? Now there's another way to do deadlifts. You can put your feet close together and you set the milk jugs alongside your legs, right up against your legs, with the handles comfortably where you can reach them when you reach down, and do the same exercise. This is more of a traditional deadlift. What she was doing a minute ago was called a sumo style deadlift. They both work the hamstrings and the glutes and the shoulders, the arms, the trunk of the body. It's a full body workout. And what I recommend you do is you mix your squats with your deadlifts. I do 3 sets, 4 sets, maybe even 5 sets of 10 repetitions with each one. Of course, as you get better, you can get heavier. You can put more water in the jugs. You can pour the water out and put sand in there. You can put little rocks in there. You can make these jugs anywhere from 3 ounces to 30 pounds if you put the right equipment in it. So you can get a full set of dumbbells with using those water containers right there. The next thing we're going to do is a cling and press. It's called a power cling and press in weightlifting. And she's going to set the weights down just like she did with the deadlift. Then she's going to reach down and grab them, throw them straight to her shoulders, and press over the head. And do that 2 or 3 times so everybody can see it, Amanda. Stand back up. Set them down and stand back up and start over. Just like you did with the deadlifts, every other time you do this, I want you to let them go and stand back up. And you don't have to look down. I want you to keep your eyes straight forward. Those milk jugs aren't going anywhere. I keep calling them milk jugs. Those water containers aren't going anywhere. Alright, great. Now we're going to set the water containers off to the side. And we're going to do a little bit of core exercise. First, I'm going to have her lay down on her back and just do a basic setup, not an abdominal crunch, but a setup. I mean, put your knees down a little bit, don't leave them up that high, and just come all the way up. Now, do not place your hands behind your head, cross them in front of your chest, or put them up over the top of your head, but don't pull your head up. You better come all the way up. This is a setup. Okay? That's a setup. You can do your hands like what she did right there, or you can cross them in front of you. I don't want you pulling on your head and hyperextending your neck. That's good with that, Amanda. Now she's going to show you a trunk twist using one of the, well, first she's going to do it without the jugs, and then we're going to do 3 variations with the water jug. First is the basic water jug, the twisting. This is a trunk twist. This will work those obliques. This will work your lower back and your abdominis erectus. Notice as she turns, as she alternates, she raises the other leg to counterbalance so she doesn't fall over. Okay. Now she's going to do a little bit more advanced, and she's going to bicycle while she turns. Now, if you can do that, folks, that's great. Me, I end up falling on my face. All right, now that pretty much handles the trunk twist. Now I'm going to have her roll over on her stomach, get into a push-up position. You can do it on your traditional push-up position. Don't stick your butt up like she's doing. Drop it down level. All right, or you can sit on your knees. Now what I want you to do is walk down and basically go to your elbows instead of your hands. So she's going to take and set her hands. Now this is called a plank. Do not stick your butt way up in the air. Keep it level as possible, and you want to hold this anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds at a time with a little bit of rest, and do this 4 or 5 times with 30 seconds holding. If you can't do it this way, you can always drop to your knees, cross your legs, and hold it. You're not going to get near the resistance, but trust me, you'll still feel it. And that's called a plank. And that concludes this little workout video. I'm sure we'll have others in the near future. We're also going to be including the resistance bands like you see Amanda picking up right there. We'll do a complete body workout using those on our next workout video. Good luck, everybody.